we're the Asian power.
Korea.
Yay! So this is the flag of Korea. It's like the yin yang, but it's called yang. And you can see this line, and that's called kon, kam, ri, kon. And kon means in nature means heaven, sky. And the season is spring. The direction is east. The family means father, and the meaning means justice. For Lee means sun, Adam, south, sun, and wisdom. And for Kam is moon, winter, north, daughter, and vitality. Gon means earth, summer, west, mother, fertility. The government, we have our president, Park Geun-hye. She became president on February 25th in 2013. Korea is a republic government, and she is Park Geun-hye, the president. She's the first Korean woman that is president in Korea. And the elections are by popular vote for every single 5 years. This is a traditional clothes called hanbok, which I am wearing right now. This is called chima, and this is called jaegori. Chima is skirt, and jaegori is like the top. And yeah, you dress up hanbok in special occasions, like in New Year's or when you get married. Here is when you get married. Here is like for New Year's, and here is like the ancient Korea, looks like that. Okay.
And the language of Korea speaks is Korean. And the population is 48,009,500. 9,055. 200. and it is estimated to lifestyle. And the life expectancy is total of 79.65 years. For male, 76.4 years, and for female, 82.91 years. The capital of Korea is Seoul, and the area is 99,720 square kilometers. And the border country is North Korea. And some exports that Korea has are
semiconductors, wireless telecommunication equipment, motor vehicles, computers, steel, ships, petrochemicals. China is 24.4%, US is 10.1%, Japan is 7.1%.
And some natural resources we have in Korea are coal, graphite, molybdenum, and lead, hydropower potential, and tungsten.
Yeah.
And for religious distribution, we have Christian 31.2%, and we have Buddhist 24.2%, Protestant 24%, and unknown 0.9%, Roman Catholic 7.6%, and known is 43.2%. A brief story about Korea is that Japan ruled over Korea a long time ago, but then Korea got its independence in August 15th of 1940. And the Korean War happened between South Korea and North Korea, which separated Korea into two countries in 1950 until 2005. And some superstitions
are playing with fire makes you pee. Yeah. Whistling at night makes the snake come out from somewhere. Writing names in red, it's bad. And number 4 is an unlucky number.
So in Korean hospitals, they never have the number 4. And current enemies Korea, we have Japan and North Korea, and allies we have
United Nations, United States.
And the current wars we have right now is fight for the island Dokdo, which is between Japan
and Korea.
And it's getting threatened by North Koreans right now.
like your nose, there are some news during president.
Correct.
Like nuclear bombs.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Now we're going to the PowerPoint. Now this is the Asian part.
I cannot move.
Yay! By Jungmin Kwak and Soyeon Lee. Okay.
The flag. The flag of South Korea is called a taegukgi. In the center flag there is a symbol, which is called a taeguk, and which is a circle in red and blue referring to yin and yang. But instead of yang, they call it.
Yang.
And this red and blue symbol represents the origin of the universe and life, and each symbol in the corner of the flag represents a specific meaning. And this specific meaning includes the sky, the earth, the fire, and the water. And this is the flag. This is yang and this is yin, but they call it om instead of yin. And each one of these represents. And right now we have earth. This is a symbol for earth. This is for water. That's for fire and that for heaven.
The language. The language that people speak in Korea is Korean, but they use English in high school. Koreans need to learn English in high school, so they learn, but they're not like really good at it, but they learn it. In Korea, and in ancient Korea, Chinese writing was borrowed to write, but later a king called Sejong invented the Korean writing.
And English is really taught to many students strictly, but their English pronunciation is not that good.
And every Korean has their Chinese letter name, but we use it because it signifies what your name means.
And this is the Korean alphabet. We have Canada.
No, it's 기역, 니역, 디귿, 미역, 미역, 비읍, 시읍, 은, 읒, 키읔, 티읕,
Here.
And if you put this and this
And together, or you can get a sound. For example, if you put for father, this would be A. So if you really want to say it, father, you would combine the letter,
아버지.
this one to get father.
Okay.
And the type of government Korea we have is Republic, and national holiday Korea celebrates today is the Liberation Day, which is in August 15. And Korea got independence from Japan in August 15, 1945. And the Korean national anthem is called the Aim.
It starts like this.
Correct. Right there we have the anthem, and we
It's
will
like
sing it really
Quick.
동해물과 백두산이 마르고 닳도록 하느님이 보호하사 우리나라 만세 무궁화.
Okay. It's like this. Okay, the population of Korea is 48,955,203 people. Yeah. And the capital in Seoul has 9,775 million people. The literacy rate of the total population is 97.9, which means they can write, speak, and read. The ethnic group of Korea is homogeneous. Other people that live in Korea are mostly Chinese and Japanese.
The majority of religion in Korea is Christianity. In Korea, there are 31.6% of Christians, 24.2% Buddhists, 0.9% are other unknown, and 43.3% are non-Buddhists. Korea is one of the largest Christian churches in the whole world. And Korea had a big ancestors to Christianity because before the people from Europe came to Korea and they spread Christianity. So we have a lot of Christians in Korea.
The brief story. Okay, we have the history with Chinese people and Japanese people because Japanese conquered us and Chinese too. In Korea, there were three separate kingdoms. It was Silla, Goguryeo, and Baekje. Silla beats China in the end, but these three kingdoms fought each other at first. These three kingdoms reunited later on. Korea was conquered by Japan by 19 years old. By 19 years, okay. Today Korea does not have a good relationship with Japan. They are fighting for the island Dokdo.
Currently.
Yeah, which is ours, but they're trading it with Japan. And South Korea fought with North Korea later and created problems. And after some time, they got divided, which formed the north part and the south part of Korea. This happened in World War II.
Oh.
This is the map.
This is the map.
This is the capital of Korea. And the airport of Korea is located in Incheon. And Korea is very diverse and has a lot of technology. Like Samsung is
From Korea.
from Korea. And the cars like Hyundai and Kia are from
And
Korea.
I was born.
I was born in Ansan. It's somewhere there.
Oh, Korea's four seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. And there are many different kinds of flowers that come out during each specific season. In Korea, has a temperate climate mostly, but in summer we have heavy rainfall. And in Korea, it is extremely hot in summer and extremely cool in winter. And Korea has 9 provinces, and its capital is Seoul. This is a place in Korea. They still have it. This is an ancient building that the Koreans built a long time ago. You can sit actually.
It's like the Chinese architecture, kind of.
This is another place that's located today in Korea City. But this is Korea in the fall.
BC.
And this is Korea in the spring. And this is Korea in really not city part. Like if you go outside of the city, there's a lot of people who's living in
Like grandmas.
urban
grandpas.
areas.
And they have like their accent, like British, not British, like you mean like the states have British, all their accents, but in Korea has it also.
They have different accents. And this Korean winter. And current enemies and wars and alliances. South Korea current enemy is North Korea. And North Korea threatens South Korea a lot of times. And there is kind of union. And Korea's alliance with the United States. And Korea is still in a war condition with North Korea.
K-pop, Korean pop. You guys know it, right?
K-pop is also Korea's pop is called K-pop. It's really famous among people, not only for Korea but for the whole world. Like for example, Gangnam Style by Psy was a major hit in 2012. It's made
Yeah.
K-pop really popular in the whole world.
And this is A-Pink. It's a group of girls. Yeah.
If you really want to hear it,
We can
I have
dance.
the song right here.
You have to go into the other screen.
And you just have to click that sound.
No, he's got to move the. Oh my gracious.